All right. Well, it's another fantastic Monday morning here at Health Fund Markets. Thank you all for being here live on the call. It is May 6th, 9:02. I hope everyone survived Cinco de Mayo and is ready to rock this morning as we are deep into Q2 and working towards building that book of business that you've got and maintaining your clientele. So as we normally start, we are here to improve the lives of our community with affordable healthcare. So thank you for being a part of that mission, and thank you for being here live. As we get busier and busier throughout the year, if you do have to miss one of these sessions, don't panic. We do post these up on our YouTube channel uh, pretty much every Tuesday-ish, Wednesday-ish, but you should get an email from us once that is posted. If you're not getting our emails, please reach out to a team member and send us an email. You can send us an email at support@askHPM.com, and we'll make sure that you're getting everything that you need to be getting. So with that, we also got to keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and share the training calendar for today. Let me jump in there. And here we go. So we are getting lots of topics here for training. So I'm excited about that. Later today at 11:30, we've got Elevance, how to become a top producer. And we're going to talk about that today as well. Our special guest is going to share some secrets with you today on how to consistently be on top. So how to become a top producer, that's at 11:30 today, Elevance. And Elevance does the Freedom, Optimum, and Simply brands for those of you that are in Central Florida area. They also do Health Sun, which is in South Florida. So if you're interested in adding Health Sun, please let us know because that's a very good product in South Florida. Also later today at noon, United Healthcare is doing LIS training. So check that out if you need extra help. Devoted's doing Embrace a Growth Mindset. Lots of really great philosophical or sales oriented materials here, which I'm loving. They've got that later today at 3 or at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Also tomorrow, United Healthcare is doing a MedSup training. This one's in person for those of you that are in the Tampa market. You can go there physically. It's at Hotel ABBA. You can check that out. Also, United Healthcare is doing a virtual training for VA and TRICARE for Life. We're getting lots and lots of questions about VA, TRICARE. I'm telling you, if you're not learning about this, you're going to miss the boat because there's a lot of great information there. Wednesday, we've got our very own Al Clancy doing a virtual coffee and chat session. He is your coach. He's here to help you and ensure that you're getting to the next level. So if you don't have Al's direct line, you need to get it. Jump on that 9:30 call on Wednesday, and he will help you. We've got WellCare covering DSNPs on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Cigna's got virtual office hours, but so does our contracting team at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. If you feel like you're in a jam, if you're kind of lost in the contracting process, you can jump on that call at 11 o'clock every Wednesday. The girls are available to help you out there. Another growth session for Devoted on Wednesday at noon. So embrace a growth mindset. I love that. So there's 3 sessions this week alone just for Devoted. I like that. And there's lots to take away from that, even if you're not selling Devoted. Over on Thursday the 9th, Cigna's doing an LIS training, low income subsidy. How can you turn that into a lead source? Go learn about it. It's very important. United Healthcare is doing their DSNP training at 12 and SEP training at 1 o'clock on Thursdays. Also, our very own HQ. This is our brand new agent platform, everything all at once, 3 o'clock every Thursday. You get a hands-on approach with Gabe. He's running these things every Thursday at 3 so you can get your access, all your tools, everything all in one place. Brand new, 3 o'clock on Thursdays. Check that out. And then Friday, we've got HPM shop training with our very own Tom Ryan. He's available every 9:30 and 10:30 if you need help figuring out our quote and enroll tool. Awesome tech. United Healthcare is doing chronic condition training. They're going over their plans 11 o'clock on Friday. They also do open office hours from 1 to 3 on Friday these days, so you can check that out. It's also in person. It looks like at the Maitland area. Freedom and Simply doing benefits training at 2 o'clock on Friday. So lots of training going on. I'm really liking the activity. Please make sure that you're showing up to at least one training a week. I mean, remember, guys, we have to keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. Um, you got to learn something, right? If you're not learning something every day, every week, you're going to get left in the dust. You may be missing opportunities. So please make it a goal to do that. Okay. Now, shifting gears, I want to talk about, this time of year is kind of somewhat of a lull for a lot of folks. Open enrollment for ACA is over, Medicare OEP is over, it's lock-in season. If you're sitting at home wondering what to do, you're gonna get left behind very quickly. So I'm seeing some awesome activity from community events out there. We've talked about that in the past as well. Um, but here's a couple of other things I want to bring up, how to use this time of the year effectively. Okay. The first thing is have you organized your CRM system? Have you gone through it? Do you have every single one of your clients and or prospects loaded into your platform, whether you're using the Spark platform or ours or whatever you're using for your CRM system? Please make sure that you've got that up to date. Health Sherpa, same thing. If you're using Health Sherpa, organize your CRM. Make sure that you've got all of your clients on the right plan in there. And this is a great opportunity for you to reach out to your members and ensure that they haven't moved, they haven't changed their phone number. This is a great time of year to organize that CRM. Make sure that it's nice and clean and neat, because when it's go time, you don't want to have to be updating information. Okay. So great use of time right now is going through your book of business and cleaning it up, making sure that everything is nice, neat, and clean and as accurate as possible. Okay. The second thing that I want to bring about is setting your sales goals. And many of you have sales goals in AEP. Some of you have goals in OEP, but what is your lock-in goal? And many of you just kind of write off rest of year, from April 1st until September 30th, you still need to have goals, whether it's throughout this whole period, whether it's Q2, Q3, or is it, what goals do you have right now to hit numbers? Monthly goals are important. To get to monthly goals, you have to have weekly goals. To have weekly goals, you have to have daily goals, right? So setting our goals and reviewing those often is really, really important. Because if you're not setting goals, things can go by very quickly without having to have any accountability. So setting goals and sticking to those goals, it doesn't have to be crazy, but set a goal for yourself and say, hey, I want to at least do this, and that will help you keep the wheels moving and the train on its tracks. Okay. I don't want to overestimate that this time of year is also really good for rest. We all work very, very hard. Some of you work year round, but this is a good time of year to take that vacation, spend a little bit of extra time with the family, work on yourself, read books, go to courses, go to classes, train yourself, learn new topics, learn new activities, and beef up on your strategy. Okay, so rest is important, strategy is important. So this gives you a little bit of time and bandwidth to just review what's been working for you and what hasn't been working for you. Okay. Figuring those things out, this is a good time of year to do that. Sitting down with a pen and paper and saying, hey, look, in 2023, this worked really great for me. In 2024, maybe this isn't working right now. I need to shift my strategy, or I need to think about something else. Remember, each one of you on this call is your own business. You are your own business owner. You run the show here. We're here to support you. But this is your business. And so you need to have a good strategy for yourself to continue to grow. Okay. So rest is important. And then the last piece of this is about lead generation. What are you doing to prepare yourself now and for AEP coming up and open enrollment if you're doing ACA products. This is a good time of year to start thinking about lead generation. Now, I've seen some fantastic pictures over the weekend from the team working at events. Thank you, Chan. Thank you to the team that works during the weekend to help set up events. And I'm getting pictures with tents and tables, and these guys are getting leads. They're getting leads. They're getting appointments. They're getting appointments. They're getting sales. Lead generation does not stop at this time of year, but it's a good idea to really start your strategy now. Okay, what does that look like as far as your consistency? Okay, consistency in marketing is absolutely essential. All right, many of you have experimented with what I call splash marketing. Maybe you tried an event and it didn't work, and then you did a mail drop and it didn't work, and then you tried a seminar and it didn't work, and then you went here and there and it didn't work. Well, unfortunately, if everything worked on the first time, we'd all be millionaires. Okay. So it's about consistency. It's about getting that failure out of the way, moving forward and saying, hey, that didn't go so well. What can I do better next time? But staying on that track is important because if you abandon every idea, if you abandon every strategy before it starts working, you're never going to get anywhere. So consistency in your marketing is important. And I follow a guy called Dan Kennedy. He's a legend in copywriting specifically. And Dan Kennedy has a saying, and I usually keep it on my desk. I wonder if it's here, but he has a little thing that says you are to put your business on a strict diet of direct marketing, and that could be taken in many different ways. But what I like about that is putting your business on a strict diet of marketing, knowing that, hey, I know I'm going to A, spend money every month doing this activity, or B, spend time every month doing this activity, or C, all of the above. Okay. Growing your business takes time. Growing your business does sometimes take money, not all the time. But don't be afraid to spend money on your business because your return on investment is important. And it's all about consistency too. If you try one thing and then it just doesn't work, keep trying, consistency is really where it's been. And I've seen some really great $0 efforts from folks that are out there in the community doing events, and they'll tell you the first event maybe didn't work so great, the second maybe not even the third one, but the ones that are consistent and continuing to do it over and over and over again are the ones that I'm seeing the results from. Okay, and that goes for marketing in any direction that you go. And spending money to get those results sometimes is necessary, to be consistent and put your marketing on autopilot. So today, I brought on a special guest to talk about this specifically and to give you, I think, a little bit of a demo or a sneak peek in some of the things that he's working on. Mike Pope, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. Hey, Justin. How are you?
Very good. There he is. So our buddy Mike Pope at directmail.io, he's going to give you a quick update and all the great things that he's doing over there at DM. Many of you may have met him before, and he's got an awesome thing that he's doing there for direct mail and lead generation and lead capture. So this is a brand new effort that he's put together, and I think we're the beta testers, or maybe the first ones to kind of see a lot of this inner working. So I'm
Yes, sir.
really, really excited to share all of this with you. So, Mike, take it away, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin. And thank you, Team HPM. I appreciate the opportunity to talk a little bit about direct mail. But before I do that, I do want to congratulate Justin and the rest of the HPM team on 11 years. That is a huge milestone in today's business climate. So it is a testament to the partners you support and the members that you serve. So hats off to you guys over there, and definitely many more. This is an exciting week for HPM, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk about direct mail in a very, very busy week of celebration. So I'll dive right into it. So my name is Michael Pope. I'm a co-founder of directmailer.io. We're an automated direct mail agency and soon-to-be platform. So we focus on minimizing the waste in direct mail, making sure that campaigns are as streamlined both on a cost perspective, but also on an analytics perspective. So we've been doing this for about 3 years. And one of the things that I noticed in this space, I've had the privilege of growing agencies and primary care providers panels through direct mail. And one of the things I noticed is there is a gap in marketing strategies these days. Consistency is a very good key that you touched on, Justin. A lot of time people will try to throw something on the wall, see if it sticks, throw something else, see if it sticks. And while that's good for pilot programs and kind of getting a gauge of where you think, consistency is key in any marketing, regardless of channel. And so we're happy to announce that we've actually launched this week is actually our first week of launching continuous campaigns for agents. What this is this is a full funnel direct mail led marketing campaign handling all aspects of a campaign roll up, whether that be audience design, collateral fulfillment, landing page design, integration into the CRM. One of the things I noticed over the past couple of years is as agents and business owners, you wear a lot of hats. And so being able to kind of box things up in a do it for you type service is something that I've had some feedback from just previous clients. And I'm happy to announce that we've got a service that we're rolling out for the Florida market right now. So before I dive into what it is, I do want to give you guys two stats. So the first is how effective is direct mail. Well, direct mail builds more trust. 76% of consumers trust ads delivered through direct mail. In an area of increased marketing compliance, increased guidelines in this space, direct mail still stands a tried and true channel for new patient and new member acquisition. And this is a nice stat to show testament. Another stat that I don't have a slide for, but really in the state of Florida alone, and I think you have a lot of agency partners in Florida, but also elsewhere. Just in Florida alone, 25,000 new Medicare beneficiaries either turn 65 or move into the state a month. 25,000 prospects a month is a huge opportunity. If you're looking for rest of year ROI activities, or just setting up the opportunity to engage with that new life triggering prospect. So very big stat that I came across a couple weeks ago I wanted to share. But what we've noticed is successful direct mail campaigns such as T65s moving into service areas are highly targeted. And to Justin's point about direct marketing, I've been in the direct mail space for well over 15 years. Targeted marketing, direct marketing is really a valuable way for anybody that you're trying to create an initial conversation through some type of life event, right? They move an area, they turn 65, they have some type of benefits change. All of these are triggers, and targeted marketing is a great way, to engage and capture attribution in that segment. And so that brings me to what continuous campaigns are. So as I mentioned, continuous campaigns are a continuous effort where we are building audiences specifically for Medicare and Medicare Advantage. And we actually created an in-house predictive model data set. As I said, we do quite a bit of Medicare and Medicare Advantage marketing campaigns. All of our campaigns have digital attribution. So we've been able to use our internal modeling to create specific audiences in this space that have a higher propensity for call to action in, learning more about Medicare benefits, learning more about, may have questions on the Medicare side. So we built an in-house modeling to create that audience. And that's just one piece of it. In addition to that, we design CMS approved collateral pieces. Going through compliance can be a challenge sometimes. And so if your campaign requires to go through, we actually are able to guide. We are able to file, amend, and edit any campaign that needs to go through CMS approved guidelines. Now, not every campaign has to, but in the event that you're running a campaign, we can provide that support as well. And then in addition to fulfilling the mail, designing the mail, and creating the audience, we actually create the landing pages and the call to actions for, permission to contact captures. If it's a community-based event, we're capturing leads that allow you authorization to do outreach for further nurtures. We handle all that. We actually have an in-house team that builds out these landing pages, designs the mock-ups, and hosts it, within our scope of service. Because once again, agencies don't have time to spin up all of these services and all of these things. So bundling everything up has been extremely beneficial for any single independent agent, up to brokers, up to larger agency entities. So it's a service we provide. And lastly, every campaign that runs through our platform has real-time tracking and analytics, whether that be understanding when it hit production to when it went into the prospect's mailbox, or to any type of digital attribution. If you have a call rail or phone number specific call to action, we capture those metrics. If you have one-to-one QR codes that scan to go to an event page or landing page, we capture all of those analytics. We put them into our dashboard that allows you to see a campaign activity in real time. This is great for also compliance as well. On that dashboard, you actually have the snapshot of every piece of collateral that routes through in that campaign, just for back auditing, or, just to kind of have the collateral to know what offer was sent. So all of that is included with any direct mail campaign that we have the opportunity to assist in. And then lastly, as Justin mentioned earlier, cleaning up your CRM. This is a great time of year to do that. I have some other clients that are doing that process right now. And any campaign that we have the ability to integrate into a CRM, whether it be Keep, whether it be HubSpot, Zoho, Salesforce, any CRM that is available online. We have the opportunity to integrate those direct mail signals directly into your CRM. A scenario where that is extremely powerful is if you have an existing book of business and you need to do some type of touch on them. Say, for instance, their plan benefits change for AEP, and you want to have some outreach done before that. We have the means to actually integrate that tracking and that attribution directly into your CRM, so you can create tasks that are focused on doing follow-up with the members that are engaging in your collateral piece or your specific campaign. So these are the ways that we are a little bit different than a normal direct mail print shop. And I hope that if anyone has any questions, we will be at the HPM Gala on Friday. I'd love to have a conversation with you about the dashboard, our system, show you some use cases where direct mail campaigns have been impactful. Also just answer any questions about, direct mail and what it means to kind of run an automated type of campaign. So if you're looking to grow your Medicare business continuously, like I said, I'd love to have a conversation. You can either email me after this call, or like I said, I'll be at the HPM Gala on Friday. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day. I know it's a Monday morning. You don't exactly want to be talking about direct mail things right now, but I do appreciate it. And then I do want to extend one additional opportunity. As Justin said, we are shipping out some services over the next couple of weeks. We actually are going to be launching our user-driven platform, which means that puts your agency in the driver's seat on creating your campaigns, setting them up, and launching them. We are looking for beta testers for that platform. I would love to extend the opportunity to anybody that's on this call that would be interested in learning a little bit more about that. Please feel free to email me. I'd love to show you kind of what it means to kind of run your own campaign and how it integrates into other systems. But once again, I'll leave the floor back to Justin, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about direct mail.
Mike, fantastic, man. The first thing that I'll say is I've been doing marketing campaigns in direct mail, and I know the nuances and the trial and error that goes into these things for years and years and years. Dialing that in takes a lot of work, a lot of trial and error, like I mentioned. So this is pretty much done for you with somebody that knows what they're doing. you're getting a shortcut here on how to have direct mail success. But like I said before, it's not going to run itself unless you do it every month, and that takes time, money, and energy away from what you need to be doing in order to focus on selling. So Mike, if you could go ahead and pop your email in the chat there for everybody. But I did want to
Absolutely.
ask you, I'm an agent. Some of these guys are like ready to go. Can you walk them through, the steps on how to get their direct mail piece up and running?
Yeah, absolutely. I always start with, a direct mail piece is only as good as its offer, audience, and the time you send it. So I would make sure that you've got a very good offer, whether that's a community-based marketing opportunity, whether that's a, some type of value that you're offering to the prospect, and have that in the back of your mind as you build out your campaign. Really, it's been my experience that's been the most impactful. While lunch and learn still work, while individual opportunities like that on a, I'm a trusted agent, give me a call. They still can be impactful. The biggest value that I've seen just in this space is just being able to offer some type of resource, some type of education, some type of guidance that allows them to further engage with you and your agency, whether that be a guide, whether that be a class, whether that be some type of knowledge. This space, anybody that's been in this space for several years knows that the person that is aging into Medicare now is different than the person that is aging in Medicare 5, 6, 7 years ago. A lot of members require a little bit more education, a little bit more guidance. The most successful campaigns that I've had the opportunity to run have kind of went around there. But mechanically for an agent, understanding what that offer is, understanding what that call to action is, and looking at what uniquely identifies your audience. Are you Spanish speaking? Are you bilingual? Is this something that you want to promote in your offering? Are you veteran lined? Are you previously retired? Understand the how to navigate through veteran benefits and also Medicare. These are all unique and specific to your agency, and that is what separates you from any other digital ad that can be run, any other marketing campaign that might be out in the wild. So a new agent understanding what your unique, value props, as they say, are, and then building a campaign around that. Another pitfall that a lot of agencies kind of think is not capturing any opportunity for digital engagement, right? So direct mail is an offline channel. You're putting something in a mailbox to a prospect, you're getting that from there. However, that journey, the faster it comes to digital, the more available you have the opportunity to engage with that member multiple times, whether it be through another channel, email, SMS, outreach. So the faster that you get an offline to online conversion, the far more successful you are, because it enables you to nurture that prospect. And that journey may be 2 months if they're, considering aging into Medicare, but it could be a year if they're looking at AEP benefits reviews. I have a lot of clients that they might engage with a prospect a year, and then there's a life event happens. There's you guys understand the space. A lot of our opportunities is triggered around what happens that month, right? And so being top of mind at the beginning of that transition, whether they're aging into Medicare or they're moving into a new area, gives you the opportunity to put your best foot forward first. So if you're a new agent, I do recommend kind of taking those, pieces to heart and building out a campaign that's unique to you.
So now Mike was mentioning what kind of asset can you give away, or what kind of value prop can you give? Mike and I have been working on a Medicare guide for quite some time now, but we're going to have that available. And so any one of you that hooks in with Mike to do a mailer campaign will have access to our free Medicare guide that we will customize for you. So Mike, if you want to jot that down, they'll have
Absolutely.
access to use that as far as,
Absolutely.
because that's what we're going to be using as well. So now to talk about the mechanics, really here's the deal. Let's say you're an agent in Hillsborough County, and you want to target all the T65s in Hillsborough County every month and all the move-ins that happen every month in Hillsborough County, all you need to do is tell Mike that that's what you want to do, and he'll pull the list. He'll help create the piece, and all you got to do is set your credit card on auto pay. And every month you will have X amount of pieces go out with your name, your picture, your phone number, whatever you approve on that piece, and you should absolutely get automatic phone calls every month. And so he's made it as easy as possible for you to get direct mail going without all the mechanics of creating a piece, getting it approved, getting design work done, pulling a list, scrubbing a list, launching it, and then tracking results. So he's taking all the guesswork out of it. So Mike, anything that I missed on that?
No, sir. That's exactly it. And I actually put the link to our continuous campaigns for agents in the landing page. Now, I will say this is only for agents in Florida for right now. Okay. We are hoping to expand this in other markets as we get a little bit more refinement on it. But yeah, the price breakdown is I'm extremely transparent when it comes to marketing spend. I cut my teeth in the MSO space for 12 years running a marketing and sales department. So I understand the value of a marketing budget. So if there are any questions concerning cost for this specific campaign, they're directly on there. You can see the actual total cost there. I'll give you some highlights of what that is. A normal direct mail campaign, and that's whether that be a 6x9 postcard or a letter standard class, is normally around 95 cents per unit. And that's all in. That's including production, that's including postage, that's including tracking, all the things that I had mentioned before. So if anyone has any additional questions concerning what a normal campaign spend is, for this service, it's directly on that landing page. But if it's something custom, I'd love to have the opportunity to have a conversation with you about that.
Yeah, and there's some people in the chat right now asking how much it's going to cost. So I'm on the landing page that Mike actually put on there. Okay, and he goes through this, and he has this presentation. He went through a high level this morning, but if you want, a little bit more details, you've got that too. But what's brilliant about what he's done is, let's say that you're looking for Palm Beach County. So I'm going to go to Palm Beach County. And he's already figured out there's approximately 1,600 new Medicare prospects per month in Palm Beach County. So based on that, I'll bring my own template, or if you want to use Mike's template, he's got it for $125. You have your own landing page. If not, he can build you one. It's $500. But remember, it's yours forever, right? Like, he's not going to take it away from you. And then, do you want a dynamic phone number? And dynamic phone number basically means, hey, I want to have a specific phone number for this campaign so I can track results. If you just use your cell phone number, good luck. It's going to be hard for you to do that. So for $10, it makes sense to have a dynamic phone number. And I think I might have messed this up, but because I think I selected more than one county. But it gives you the calculations on the bottom there.
Yes, and that calculation is based on 3 touches, right? So back to the continuous. So back to the continuous campaign element. Really, at the end of the day, marketing is about consistency, and so this service right here is a 90-day campaign where you're engaging with those prospects that are either aging in and moving in. And keep in mind, this is not just a drop every 30 days, hope and pray, drop every 30 days. So move-in data is available every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, you are running a specific targeted campaign to either prospects that are aging in or moving into that area, continuously. And that's really where we see the value is setting this up, allocating a specific budget for it, and providing the data and feedback to continually refine the offer.
And, you can play around this. It's actually really kind of fun that you've done this, Mike. So Brevard County, just as an example, 864 people are new to Medicare in that market. And, for 3 touches over 90 days, it works out to be $3,097, but you get a landing page, a dynamic phone number and a customized template piece made for you. And then talk about like, hey, I want to re-up this campaign. I don't have to pay the other 500 again, or the template again, or even the phone number again.
Correct.
That's all kind of baked in, right?
Correct. Absolutely. And,
Oh.
and really you now have a funnel that, one of the challenges is if you're starting out, you may not have a website. You may not have,
Yeah.
a domain hosted, or you might be still running most of your inbound inquiries through your Gmail address, or, something like that, which is great. This gives you access to have a digital presence without the kind of uplift that does require having a full-blown website. In addition to that, something that's not listed on here is all of the leads captured on the landing page actually go to a CRM that you have access to as well. So really, we try to make sure that we're adding as many resources and tools for an agent or broker to get them the ground running, as soon as possible. And keep in mind that landing page, all these assets are yours. So if you want to run another campaign through another channel, say for instance, you've had great success in, social media, and you want to run a specific campaign to that landing page for it, all of that opportunity that stays. You have the keys to continue to build out that campaign. We just jumpstart your marketing efforts with a channel that's proven, and with with a stack that we've had some success with other partners with.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I mean, 25,000 people a month in Florida. Just pick a county. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, Miami-Dade County, right? I mean, there's lower hanging fruit in my opinion. Those people are getting jammed every month with that. But
Correct.
new movers, pick an outskirt county if you don't mind. I mean, you don't have to drive there anymore, guys. You have HPM Shop to do the enrollment. And in fact, some of you are licensed in Florida, but you live in other places. You could still do the business here too for now until he opens up other markets. So that's available to you. And then let me just remind you guys, to make 6 figures doing Medicare, you need less than 390 clients. I think it's even lower than that now, because you guys all got a raise, and then next year you're getting another raise. So, I mean, you can make 6 figures in this business. You don't need 25,000 people. You just need about 300 plus clients on your book of business to make 6 figures in doing this. So, is it going to work the first month? Maybe. The second month, you're going to see some action. The third month, you're going to see some action. But if you do it longer, 6 months, a year, and commit to it, if like, hey, I'm going to commit to this marketing channel, and I'm going to put this money down, and I'm going to set it and forget it and just let it do its thing. Number one, it's a tax write-off, and we'll talk more about that later. But number two, you have a consistent channel that you're being marketing. You're using your marketing every single month. Now, those of you that probably know the largest injury attorney in the country, John Morgan, started here in Orlando. But Morgan & Morgan consistently pays for billboard ads. That's all he started with. Every single month. And you can't just sign up for a billboard for 1 month, right, Mike? Like,
It's
like a year.
It's at least like a 12-month commitment.
Yeah. So he said, hey, I want a billboard every month. It's gone. The money's gone. It's spent, but his phone rings. And not only that, but he's got an entire call center now and all of that stuff, because he's got not only billboards in Florida, but all over the country now, wherever he's going, which is unbelievable. So think about it in that respect. If you're looking for a low energy, high return, just talk to Mike and get these campaigns going. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take you for you to get that going. So another question in here, can we change locations every 90 days?
Yes, absolutely. There are ways to do so. Basically, the first 90 days is that commitment from there. But say, for instance, you have another market that is available that comes online, you can absolutely change it. Another thing that is built into this what I've had success with on something on a continuous campaign like this is we can actually change collateral as well. There are better open rates in letters if it's a little bit more personable of an offer. So, don't think that you're going to get pigeonholed to just having to run the same thing for 90 days. Really, I'm a huge believer in looking at the signals of your campaign and iterating off of that. So this service allows for that as well.
Absolutely. So I know a couple people in the chat are asking, what was the cost? What was the cost? Again, go to that website, and it's the same website I was just on, and you scroll to the bottom and you can play around with it. You can pick your county. He's already got the numbers in there and ready to go. So I know Georgia is itching to get started, so maybe that's a sign there. Tamara, the website is in the chat just above that. So it's there in the chat. Just go ahead and click that link. It's directmailor.io/Medicare/Florida. So again, you can email Mike. He can go through some more details on there as well. Rosie's got her hand up. So Rosie, you want to go ahead and...
Hey, Miss Rosie.
Morning. Yeah, let me lower my hand now. I just wanted to let you guys know that Mike has been very one of the biggest partners that we have in our agency. Again, I'm not a technology kind of person. I, love-hate relationship, but I do know that this is part of marketing. And just because I'm big with people and that's where my gifting is, I, as the agency owner, have to surround myself with professionals in their field and let them do their stuff. And I can tell you that with Mike, I have raised my hands and say, okay, Mike, here, take it away. You do what you have to do. And he's blessed enough to even show me that there's supposed to be some reports, which I still do not know how to read, but it's okay because I know it works. So just wanted to plug in this for Mike because he has been one of those great partners as much as HPM for SNR services.
Thanks, Miss Rosie. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, it does work. And it's really about the consistency at the end of the day, guys. You have to continue to do this. And so we've taken that out of the equation too, because all you got to do is tell Mike, hey, point this way and let's go for 90 days. And Mike, if I wanted to be Morgan & Morgan and say sign up for a year, do you work with me as far as discounts go if I commit that long, or what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
The campaigns that we have geared here are kind of geared for that 90-day sprint. But anything larger, there's absolutely something that we can custom tailor. And also too, audience as well, guys. I mean, this is a service that we launched specifically to support agents. But if you have a one-off campaign that you need to get, a quote, or maybe you have been quoted and you want to get a second opinion, that is something that I do regularly. I want to make sure that at least in the channel that I operate, I'm as transparent and as possible. And if you have any questions about this space, what works, what doesn't, I can certainly love to schedule a call with you and kind of go over that, answer any questions you may have of past campaigns that you've ran, new campaigns that you want to run. We are a full service agency, so it's not just one specific service. This is just a new one that we've offered specifically to our agency partners. But we absolutely cover anything direct mail.
Awesome. And lastly, those of you that have access to HQ, our new agent portal, this service will be baked in there. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to live under marketing, and we're going to be building that out thanks to Gabe and Fernando from our team, because we feel that the value in this partnership is tremendous. I mean, if you're not doing, and mailer doesn't have to be the only thing you do, but I mean, at least you have access to it, and it's set it and forget it, which is something that a lot of agents struggle with. He's solving that problem. So I'll leave you with that. But Mike, thank you very much for your time this morning. Thanks for staying late. I appreciate that. Awesome job. Always impressive. And yeah, so again, if you guys have any questions for Mike, his email is up top here. It's mpope, P-O-P-E, @directmailer.io, or you can visit the website at directmailer.io, not directmailer.com. He's too
Direct mailer.
advanced for .com. He's like way beyond .com, guys. Okay, directmailer.io is the website. It's in the chat there as well. Please reach out to Mike. He'll definitely talk. Mike, by the way, can you go ahead and drop your phone number? Go ahead and
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat. But if you want to say it verbally, I'll add it in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me give you my direct
Your
line.
office line. Yeah.
Yeah, my office line is area code. Give me 1 sec.
Mhm.
Pull it up.
I put you on the spot.
Baked into my
Sorry.
It's baked into my phone. So it's let's see. Oh man. I
No
can't
worries.
even
We'll
see
just.
it.
We'll,
So
I
yeah,
know
I'll
you've
put it in
got
the
the phone
chat,
number on
guys.
the web. Yeah. Just
Yes,
just
I'll
go to the
put it on the
website.
website.
Got it. 904-671-7122.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
671.
904-671-7122.
7122.
Mhm.
All right. There you go. Again, Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everyone, please
Thanks,
have a fantastic week, and more information to come as we move forward with this initiative. But be consistent. Be consistent. That's the name of the game. All right, everyone, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next month.